Hello, I'm Pete Starkey with I-Connect007 here in Productronica, stood on the extremely impressive display of Koh Young and delighted to have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Harald Eppinger, who is Managing Director of KY's operations in Europe. Harald, it's great to meet you.
Thanks very much, welcome and enjoy the day, and let's see.
There's an enormous amount of activity around us, and you have some very impressive equipment on display, but it seems that the principal theme of your exhibit is intelligent platforms and putting true three-dimensional inspection data into a smart factory situation.
That's correct. There's a trend, and luckily we could follow the trend. We realized on time that there's a transition period from a pure machine vendor, inspection machine vendor, into a solution provider. Getting the data and sorting good, bad, and having a gatekeeper function in SPI, AOI, or any inspection business is no longer good enough. So the trend is to have really solid data based on 3D measurement, because luckily a micron is a micron, it's not negotiable compared to image processing, grayscale. But this gives us the fundamental database and knowledge to expand the data into more valuable data and to start the process of machine-to-machine communication and Industry 4.0 trends.
So in addition to all of your developments and refinements in the actual inspection technology, there is an additional focus on taking that data and making that data into useful information.
Look, we are competing in Europe, America, and all regions each other. We have high labor cost markets. It is critical to be competitive. So we have to drive and to steer the production size to be more efficient, less rework. All these aspects, avoid defects, getting a better understanding of the processes is the goal. Due to the miniaturization of components getting more difficult, we as humans are on our limits, and that means we need to provide the tools to get a better understanding. So the process transparency, process visibility, to provide the right information, the content of this big data information to make the right action to prevent defects. I think this is the goal to go. Reduce rework, be more efficient, higher output and high quality output. That's the goal.
As you said in your introduction, rather than be the gatekeeper, the one that stops defects going through. You want to prevent those defects being made in the first instance by properly analysing the data, properly feeding that data into an intelligent system. And
that's absolutely correct. It's very important that we are taking this data, and as we can rely on the data, and it's very important, it's not only a single data, it's the full coverage of the board. The 100% coverage of a board in 3 data measurement results is the goal. Based on this valuable data, we can really generate the information, and one of the first aspects you can see here on our booth is intelligent machine-to-machine communication between printers. It's not longer just a closed loop, it's improving the process, it's DOE, it's setting up the best way to be in the first shot on a very fast pass yield, high yield.
You have introduced 2 new pieces of equipment at this show. Could you just give us a brief description of the capability?
First of all, in our core business, we introduced the latest generation of SPI, Aspire 3, which is even higher, better resolution and higher throughput. So the combination is the critical thing, to keep the tag time, not cannibalize performance. And based on the SPI, when the SPI can go better and faster, it's the same expectation in AOI. So we introduce here the Zenit 2 platform. It's the core technology, it's developed with side cameras, it's higher resolution, higher speed. This is in our core business, SPI post-reflow world. But also in addition, we found out that there is a significant improvement necessary or requested from the market in pin inspection. This means in single pin inspection, in connector inspections, where automotive is driving us here to do in the final QC, the inspection of the pins inside the connector, which our technology enables us to do inside with all the shadowing. And on top we have another machine introduced here. It's more for mechanical inspection. That means we are doing assembly control when you put two pieces together, just the QC in the manufacturing process, a little bit outside the SMT but inside our business area.
Harald, it's clear to see how Koh Young have established the company as the world leaders in AOI and SPI. Thank you very much indeed for your time. We appreciate how busy you are. We wish you a very successful show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Pete Starkey, I-Connect007 at Productronica. Thank you.